Hi everybody and welcome to our show. I know that you have seen beautiful homes in great magazines. We're in one right now. It is a timber frame home built by Mr. John Libby. John, when did you first know that you wanted to build homes?
Well, I was involved with them on my father's business in northern Maine, in Presque Isle, for quite some time. But prior to that, as a junior high student, I enjoyed sketching and trying to figure out what buildings look like on paper. So at a very young age, I was playing with structure in my mind.
Talk about your family. Is it a big family?
Oh, it's a sizable group. There are 9 kids. I'm number 6. We grew up in northern Maine, potato farming in Presque Isle, and we had a barn on our farm. We climbed around as kids, and probably didn't appreciate the structure then, but we had a lot of time, good time playing in it. In generic terms, we build timber frame buildings. Timber frame buildings are structures that are built with heavy timber. The timber are connected with joinery, with oak pegs called trunnels. But some of our buildings are also conventionally framed out of smaller 2x members and other smaller members. And some of the buildings we build are hybrid, a little piece of each.
On what is this display we're standing next to?
Well, with dealing with a variety of clients, we found it helpful to build a corner of a building to show people how things are constructed, from framework out to the outer skin of the building. This is a good example of the tenon, the protrusion which goes into the mortise, and outside of the mortise is the housing where the member would go into, rest into that housing. And you can't see from your angle very well, but there's a hole drilled through the tenon for the trunnel to go in. The company does the entire process. Our company has an architect on staff, and we are involved in the full creation of our clients' dreams.
Does it all start out in the computer?
Well, everyone's a little bit different, but personally I usually like to start with my hand with paper pencil on trace on my drafting table behind me. And usually once it gets a little more solidified where they want to see more three-dimensional in perspectives, I switch over to the computer, and I sometimes work backwards and forward. I like using mixed media of both hand and computer. Well, I could swap screens, or I can have a couple different programs where I'm working with photographs and with 3D visualization and trying to blend them in together so they can see what they have existing, and then I can fade in and show them what could happen if we do an addition. This is a barn that is in Cumberland, where we are currently building the timber frame, and I used 3D visualization to help them get a sense of the proportions and the size of the addition. The existing house is here on the left side, and we're building a connector and the new barn on the right side.